Hey YouTube, it is Cameron once again for our first official segment on Cam's style tips for the trans man. Awesome. Okay, so our first segment is going to be on hair. Um, Clothes, styles come and go, but you know what? Your hair is always going to be with you. And here's the thing, hair is really dependent on the shape of your face. It it took me, it probably took me nearly a year to figure out that this was the best haircut. I'll just slide it around. That this is the best haircut for me, for my face shape, for the yeah the highlights that I have, the gray that's going on down around here, for the thickness of my hair, the texture of it and everything, and also I have a horrible cowlick right back here on the top of my head, and I had to try a lot of things before I found this, which is this is my haircut. This is my signature haircut. So, hair. What do? The most important thing, I think, personally, that you can do as far as your haircut and making sure that you look good, well groomed, and just in style is just try some stuff. You need to have a really good stylist that you trust, that you can go in every single time you get your haircut, like I did for almost a year, and walk in there and she asks you, "So, what are we doing today?" And you whip out your phone and start going through your pictures that you have on Pinterest. That's another recommendation. Pinterest. Girly, whatever. You know what? Say it's girly. I don't care. You know what? Pinterest is an awesome resource. I have a huge board of nothing but hair on Pinterest. And it's awesome. It's what I use to figure out what different hairstyles I want to try. Have a hairstylist. You can go in there, have your phone, have some pictures pulled up. You know what? I want to try this time. And have the courage to just try some different stuff. I tried a few different, there was a disconnected thing. It was okay for the summer. It was really short on the ends, on the sides, and it was cool, but it wasn't the complete look that I needed. And just based on everything, my hair texture, my hair, the thickness of it, the way it normally wanted to lay, and the shape of my face, it just fills out my face right. And it's easy to do. My hair likes to go in this direction, so it's not that hard to fix. So number one, you need to find a stylist you're comfortable with, who is comfortable working with you and is fine with you coming in every single time you get your hair cut with a whole bunch of new pictures so that the two of you can figure out what is going to work best for your face and your hair type. So, to work into that, I really do recommend doing something like Pinterest and just going on there and looking at different hairstyles. I mean, that just, it gives you ideas, something you may not have thought about. It puts it on, it puts a hairstyle with a face. That way you can actually see it with some different styles, and figure out what you really like and see which ones actually work best with you. So, number one, you need a good hairstylist who's going to work with you. Number two, you need to get some ideas of just what's going to work with your style. Your hair is so personal as far as the way you have it styled, the color that you have it even, it needs to work with your own personal style. So you need to look at a lot of different haircuts to figure out what you like. So, number one, stylist. Number two, find some hairstyles. Once you do that, you got to play with some products. You just do. I was using mousse with my hair for the longest time, and then throwing like some hairspray or something on it. Not only, you know what, hairspray sucks. It was okay. It did all right, but it gets on everything. And then you can't do what I've been doing throughout this entire video, which is doing this, running your fingers through your hair and making sure that it's exactly where you want it to, and getting those nice little lines going through there of that, you know, swept back look that you just did exactly what I did, which is just run your fingers through your hair. And that's how that hairstyle started. You need to try some different things. Me personally, my hair is both fine and coarse and a little bit curly. It depends on whether or not it's that pretty brown color that I was, you know, originally born with, or if it's the lovely gray highlighted areas that I've got going on, because those are really coarse. I was using mousse and then hairspray. Now I am using a few different things. This is from Sexy Hair Products. This is Style Sexy Hair. It's called Blow It Up. This is a mousse and a gel. I call it Mousse and Squirrel. For those of you not familiar with Mousse and Squirrel, Google it. Because you're probably too young to know what that means. This is a great product. It has a great deal of hold. It doesn't have a lot of shine to it. I throw this in my hair. I towel dry my hair. I threw this in my hair. I take the comb and I make sure that my calyx, you know, swirled the way it does. Make sure this is pulled down, and I just kind of sweep this over. I leave that until I finish getting ready, brush my teeth, I put my clothes on and everything, and then I get out the blow dryer. And I always use the low setting. I don't use the high setting. Use the low setting. I don't have a lot of hair. It doesn't take a really long time for this to dry. So use the low setting. I make sure that I run my fingers through it when I'm doing it, blow it in the direction that I want it to go. And then, you know, it takes like 2 minutes to blow dry my hair. Put that down, make sure that all of it's dry and everything like that. And then I just do this. I run my fingers through my hair and push it back where I want it to be. It would probably be okay if I just did that, honestly. The mousse gel combo works really good in holding it together. But if I'm going to be on about, I'm going to be running my fingers through my hair like 50 billion times during the day. Or if it's windy or something like that, or there's a little bit of humidity or something, I'm going to want to make sure that it actually stays where it is. So what I found that works really well is American Crew fiber. This is a great product. I love this. It takes a very small amount to use to hold my hair where it is right now. And we're probably like mid-afternoon, so this hair's been going on since about 6 this morning. So it's been going on for quite a while, and I'm running my fingers through it all the time, and it's staying exactly where I want it to. The American Crew fiber, it's pliable, it is high hold, it is low shine. It's kind of a matte finish so that you don't get that shiny, you know, greasy, wet head look. Takes just a little bit, you run it through your fingers, you mush it all through your hair, and then you just fix it back to where it is now. And this stays with me all day. It never drops, it never droops. It stays all day. It's awesome. If I want to go with a slightly funkier look, or if, I don't know, if maybe I was going to dress up and go to a fancy function, maybe wear a tux or something like that, that would be nice. There's always pomade. Pomade, I would not use the Moose and Squirrel with this. Just, towel dry the hair, throw some pomade in. Obviously, this is going to make it really shiny. It's going to have that kind of slicked back, greaser almost look. That kind of 20s, I'm wearing my tux out fashion statement. So I do have the pomade just in case I want that particular look. But generally, I like my hair to do this. So, and it, like I said, it took me a year. It took me a year going through different products, trying different haircuts before I determined this was the haircut that I was going to stick with. I'll probably get the sides a little shorter and everything in the summer, just because it's hot. And we're just going to scalp it on the sides. But just overall for your hair, just make sure that it doesn't look like you rolled out of bed and just don't care. Make sure you do something with it. Anything. If you spike it up, if you spike it in a whole different set of ways, whatever you do, do something with it. Don't just roll out of bed and go, whatever. Run a brush through it, it's going 50 different ways, but not in a stylish way. And you walk out of the house. Just don't do that. I never leave the house if my hair is not done, unless I have a baseball cap on. I just don't. You never know. And this is the key to style. You never know who you're going to run into. If you leave the house and you get in your car and you go somewhere, make sure you look decent. Okay? That's a style tip for the ages, regardless of what we're talking about. Just make sure that you don't roll out of bed. Imagine that you are going to run into the most influential person in your life every single time you leave the house. And really think about what you're wearing, how you look. And it can be your own style. Absolutely. It can be your own style, your own look that you've put together for yourself. Hair, clothes, makeup, whatever. Earrings, whatever. But make sure that you look like you actually gave a shit when you got up and you got out of the house. Because you never know who you're going to run into. And guaranteed it'll be on that day when you rolled out of bed and you didn't brush your teeth, you didn't brush your hair, you just left. So I rambled. I'm sorry. I got off a topic. So anyway, styling your hair. You gotta get a good stylist. They don't have to be expensive. You just have to be comfortable with them. They have to be comfortable with you trying out some different things. Somebody who actually can look at a picture and go, yeah, I can do that. You need to try out some different stuff. You're just going to have to use Pinterest, use Google, use the internet. Find some different styles that you like. Use some celebrities. That's fine too. Figure out what you like. Try out those styles. See if they work with your hairstyle, with your hair texture, any calyx or anything that you have, and the way your face is shaped. So, stylist, try out some haircuts, and then try out some products. You don't have to go for the high-end products. Just try a few lower-end things, see how they work. Mousse and gel, some fiber paste. It depends on what your hair's doing as to what kind of hold you want, what kind of finish you want. So those are the 3 things that you need to look for when you're styling your hair. Again, comments, questions, we're going to be doing more of these next time. I don't know. We may start from top going to bottom, so we might go on to our shirts next. I've got my awesome Captain America t-shirt, which fits really nicely. Nice and snug, but not too much. Yeah, I love this. So we may go into tops next. We may go into t-shirts and polo shirts and Henleys, that kind of thing next. We'll see. Comments, questions, other things that you want to see me do, just leave me a comment. And until then, we'll see y'all next time.